Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another glow up episode. We are on episode 3 now, which is so exciting, and this week has been amazing in the glow up series. There have been some amazing looks that have been created, and the brief that they were given was so good, and I'm actually going to try and attempt it today. So the brief that they were given was masks, so I'm going to attempt to put a mask on my face, which is kind of like putting makeup on, but like not. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to attempt it. It's like the first time I've tried to do the actual brief that they've been given in the series. So if you want to see my take on the mask brief, then just keep on watching. So I'm first going to start off with primer, and the primer I'm going to be using is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to do what I usually do and put this on my nose, because that's where I have the most pores. Kind of press it in as well, bit on my forehead and also my cheeks. So I'm going to start off the same as I did last week by drawing my outline of the shape that I want my mask to fall into. If you did miss last week's episode, I will link it down below for you guys to go and check out. But I'm going to draw my mask shape. I don't know how to draw it. Okay, so that is my outline, and like I said last week, I love using just like a pencil eyeliner, because then I can just sort of rub off the bits I don't want with my finger. I feel like this side's a bit further in than this side. Okay, so I've drawn the basic outline, which looks really weird on my face right now. So I'm actually going to go in with quite a light shade. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation in the shade Milkshake, which was way too light for me. So I'm going to use this as like my mask bit. And for this mask, it's kind of, I don't want to sound like someone that's a victim or anything like that, but I was bullied quite a lot, so I have this mask that I wear that's quite angry, and I'm working on getting rid of it. It's affected me quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, just with stress, like it comes out a lot more, and I am not a very nice person when I wear this mask, and I can be quite evil with it, and I know a lot of my family struggle just because I'm quite unpredictable sometimes, and so this is what this mask kind of represents, is kind of, I want to get rid of this mask. So I thought I would do that today, like a video. I don't want to go into what happened. I was just bullied for being tall, for wearing makeup, because I'd say I've worn, all this is creepy, right? Because I'd say I've worn makeup for since I was about 11, I think, so all the way through like secondary school I kind of wore makeup, and I was bullied for it. It kind of created this kind of defensive mask that I don't like. I really don't like this. So to put this on my channel is quite weird, because it's kind of like admitting something that's wrong with me, kind of quite vulnerable. But anyway, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of express what had happened, because that's what my channel's all about. It's kind of being truthful and kind of just explaining how I feel and sort of showing people that they're not alone in anything. Why did I buy this shade? Anyway, it's a good shade for this. I was not expecting it to be this light. When I looked at it in the bottle, I kind of thought, oh, maybe it's going to actually match my skin tone. Absolutely not. So usually if I was to do something like this, I'd use paint, but I feel like this week I kind of want to try it with just makeup. Anyway, on this week's glow up, they were given the sort of assignment, so where they were working this week. They went to the theatre, I can't remember which theatre it is, which is really bad, and they were working on The Lion King and doing the makeup for the stage performance of The Lion King, which was amazing, and Ophelia did amazing in that one. She did Mufasa's makeup and hers was amazing. Literally the best thing. She followed the brief so well. They literally got a picture and had to recreate the picture on the actor's face, and two of them had the same sort of person they had to create, and so they had people they were competing against, so it was a lot easier to sort of see who was doing better. And Ophelia was competing against Jake. His looked good, but when it went under the stage light, it all was blended out so much that you couldn't see it. And obviously with stage, you need to be able to see it from the front and right from the back. So that kind of, I don't know whether that sort of knocked his confidence a bit. Oh yeah, and also James and Hannah did makeup. So Hannah did Scar and James did Zazu, and it just wasn't as good as they've done before. James is such a talented makeup artist, but he doesn't always perform excellently in the briefs at the minute. I know that will get better, and it's just kind of where we are at the minute. I'm just going to go off camera and just clean up these lines, and then I'll be back to do the rest of it. Okay, so I've now laid everything on. I've put on my eyebrows, and I've also put on a bit of powder just to set this down. I used my Tarte sort of, it's like a white powder, which is what this is, and I'm kind of a bit annoyed about it. But we'll deal with it, we'll work with it. We're going to go on to the next step. So for my eyebrows, I went in with the James Charles palette, and I just took this black shade. So I'm now going to go in and I'm going to take this hot pink shade. I am actually sort of copying a makeup artist. I'm doing this look, kind of inspired by this look. So we're going to kind of go with it and see what happens. So I've got a fluffy brush and I'm just going to take this pink shade. I'm not going to tap off the excess because I kind of want it to go everywhere. I think I might do pink on both eyes. I feel like that would look really cool. I may have blended a bit much. As I said, it's inspired by that look, not exactly like that look. So now I'm going to go in with the brush that I used to do my eyebrows, and I'm going to sort of outline and see whether I can do the lines with eyeshadow instead of using paint, just so that it's kind of like a look that anyone could do with the eyeshadow they have at home, because I know that's what kind of puts me off doing these sort of looks. So I'm going to actually do my nose first. That looks creepy, I quite like that. The hardest bit is going to be doing the bits underneath my eye and sort of getting the placement. So it's all about placement. Okay, so I'm just going to go off camera because I find it easier to do the other eye off camera, and then I'll be back to finish off this look. Okay, so I've done both my eyes. Look a bit crazy. They're not completely identical, which is kind of annoying, but they are pretty close. So I'm now going to go in with a red lipstick just on my lips. I am so happy with how this looks. Anyway, I was talking about glow up, and I seem to get off track every time I do this. So a lot of people did really well this week. James and Hannah were in the red chairs, which means they're up to go in the like face off, but they pulled it back so well, as they always do, and neither of them ended up in the face off, which is so good. I agree 100% with who left this week. Spoiler alert, Jake left this week. And so did Kezia. She decided that the show wasn't for her. and she likes to just showcase her talent on Instagram, which I completely understand, because if you go from doing like Instagram to suddenly having your makeup critiqued so much, it can be a massive sort of, not shock, but it's not something you're used to. And she has such like a positive following, so it's kind of a bit difficult. But Jake continuously over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks has been just doing glam makeup. Like, he had a mask and he did like a little under the eye and a bit of a lip, and it wasn't even anything like a mask. So I do agree with who left this week. So I'm just going to go round my lips with black again, and this is like my lip liner. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone red and then black, and then I'm going to do my smile. I'm so happy with this today. I feel like this whole glow up thing's actually helping, because I would never have attempted this before. I would have gone, no, I can't do it. Oh my god. Not to toot my own trumpet or anything, I am really impressed with this. I'm not actually finished yet, so this video isn't even anywhere near over. I've still got to do all the shading around the mask to make it look like a mask. We're only just beginning. So with the glow up this week, the mask theme was so good. Eve did like glass shards with like flowers coming out of it, like a bloom. So like anything that's broken, like there's good that comes out of it and it's like breaking through. And I love that. And James did something quite personal. He did a C and showing how good times are ahead. Yeah, sort of showing how good times are ahead, because he had to be quite strong when his granddad died, because he's the oldest in the family, and how even though it looks like rough seas, there's always like light at the horizon. And I just love that. I love like thinking like that, and the way he executed it was just so good. So another one that stood out, oh yeah, Bernie, he was in the bottom 2 this week. There's no one that's like consistently at the top like every week, because he was doing really well last week. But his look was inspired by like Monet and that, but it was just quite simple compared to what he had been doing. It just looked a bit not to his standard. Which I get, some weeks you have bad weeks, like I don't always do my makeup well, but it's how you take that criticism and how you build it back up and how you perform the up and coming weeks. Hannah's, oh yeah, Hannah's was amazing. She had like closed her model's mouth and put pins in to make it look kind of like sci-fi, and I really liked that. I wonder if I could just ruin that by doing that. I'm not very good at shading. I feel like my skin's quite sticky, so things aren't blending as nicely as I was hoping. I'm just going to go and put on some mascara just to kind of bring my lashes in. I don't think you'll be able to see it anyway, but I feel like it'll just look a bit better. But I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is my finished look, all complete with mascara. Not that you can see the mascara. Don't know if I was actually any point in putting that on, but I absolutely love how this turned out. Let me know down below if you like this look, whether you think it's any good, because I've never done anything like this before, and I kind of want you got your feedback to see whether this is the kind of thing you guys want to see a bit more on my channel, a bit more out there, less playing it safe. I think I need to push my boundaries and push away and figure out where I'm going and just experiment, because that's what this whole thing's about. I shouldn't be staying to the same thing. But with Glow Up, I know again I haven't really spoken about it. I kind of dropped in and out and I've told you who left, but as I always say, go check it out. I will always link it down below so you guys can go and watch it. I know it is only available in the UK. I know BBC iPlayer isn't available elsewhere, but if you can watch it anywhere, then make sure to do so, because it is so good. and I can't stop looking at myself, and I've got to go take this off and film another video in a minute, which is really sad. But anyway, so if you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. Comment below any other videos you want to see me do, any other looks you want to see me do. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and you don't miss my Sunday upload at 7 PM, which is always glow up for the next couple of weeks until the glow up series has finished. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my social media so you are notified of when I upload. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!